Hello folks, welcome to Nritya Upasana, Prayers through Natya, and we have been celebrating Guru Vandana series, paying rich tribute to her Gurus Sri V.P. Dhananjayan and Srimati Shanta Dhananjayan. And this learning of the Natya has enhanced the overall personality of so many people who have made carved different niches for themselves in different fields. We have two such people, one who has become an expert in theatre and the other one who is a corporate leader. The first guest for our evening is Vijay Vishwanathan, a theatre practitioner and educationalist. Vijay Vishwanathan spans a career of over 2 decades as a performing arts educationist, playwright, director, actor and entrepreneur. He has scripted and directed over 25 plays and has tested different presentation formats such as mime, street play, and also different genres such as suspense thriller, family drama, social drama, etc. Some of his plays that have received accolades from audiences include Drishti, Smile, 1 Degree Second, Happy Park, Case number 29/2004, etc. Vijay has also been a regular performer with some theatre and dance groups in the city. To name a few would include Shraddha Theatres, Prayagna Theatres, Bharata Kalanjali, etc. Some of the plays that Vijay has played major roles would include Vadavuran, Vyuham, Asittaram, Ramanujar, ID, Narendra, etc. Vijay is the founder of Alchemy Academy of Performing Arts Private Limited. Alchemy has been in the field of acting and theatre education for 15 years now. Through Alchemy School of Acting and Modeling, Vijay has trained, mentored, launched many talents in the media industry as actors, RJs, directors. To name a few would include Samantha, Siddharth Venugopal, Sai Pallavi, Makapa Anand, Balaji Mohan, Harish Kalyan, Anant Ram, etc. Alchemy Kids Theatre has been training children into engaging and resonating theatre in over 25 schools across Tamil Nadu. Vijay has completed his ATCL in theatre from Trinity College London, CIDTT from Cambridge University, Bharatanatyam tutelage from Padma Bhushan, Srimati and Sri V.P. Dhananjayan. So we have a very interesting personality, Vijay, today. Just give me a few seconds. He will be joining us. Hi Vijay, Namaskaram.
Hi, Namaskaram Akka, good evening.
So nice to see you. You've become a big name now in theatre and children's theatre especially. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Akka. And first of all, thank you so much for organizing this. This is such a wonderful medium, to reconnect with so many of our Bharata Kalanjali colleagues.
Yeah, sure. Tell me, Vijay, at what age did you start learning Natyam?
Natyam, I guess I started learning at the age of close to around 6 to 7 years of age when I was first introduced to Natyam. I was in Koilon at that time in Kerala. So there was the center called Jawahar Bala Bhavan, which was like an after-school activity center. So they had guitar, they had violin, they had mridangam, Bharatanatyam, light music. So now I had joined the guitar class there, and the opposite class was dance class. So guitar somehow my interest was a lot towards the dance there. There were no doors, so it was only an archway. So sitting in this class, you could watch that class. So more than playing guitar, I would be watching what is happening there. So Urnali guitar sir got very upset because there were only girls there. But though I was only 6 years old then, so our coach and then dance na, you better go there. Don't come into guitar class. He didn't realize I just kept the guitar there and walked into dance class.
Really?
And, And Anga, that master was very happy to receive me. He said, "Abadiyada, nee dance adaporiya," and he started off. And I guess that's where the journey started into dance.
For how long did you come in that training? Adavus or Alaripu or just the basics?
அதுல வந்து அங்க வந்து அடவு கத்துண்டேன், அலாரிப்பு கத்துண்டேன், தென் தில்லானாவும் கத்துண்டேன் அங்க கத்துண்டு. Then when I wanted to actually fine tune it to a greater extent is when the search for fine tuning started, and it landed me into Bharata Kalanjali. It brought me to that energy, drew me to Bharata Kalanjali.
How nice, how nice.
But inge vandu there is something very important to be mentioned here. The choice of the right guru and the choice of the right institution makes a lot of difference in our careers.
Definitely, you know? Definitely.
So when I was in Kerala, in Koilon, and when I was learning it, I guess I had learnt it all. I had already learnt Bharatanatyam there for around 4 or 5 years of my life. And I thought I was a very good dancer because people around me, whenever I used to dance there, because my father was at that time working with Parvati Mills, and it was one of the big establishment in that small town. So you happen to be a big establishment's big officer's son. So automatically you get chance in all the Rotary clubs, this club, that club, and wherever there's a point, everybody was complimenting, fantastic, he's a prodigy, he's a dancer, he's fantastic. And you are, you know, crowned as if you are the best, next best dancer. And actually when I came down to Chennai and came into Bharata Kalanjali, and when I saw others performing and my level of dancing, I felt I had ruined myself for 4 or 5 years. Because there was no Natyarambam, there was no Aramandi, there was no Shuttam in the way the mudras were held. I still have those videos of that. And 4 or 5 years I've been guided, you know, through a wrong platform or an improper platform, which sadly today, I'm sure you would have also experienced. Lot of parents are making that mistake today.
No, that's because you don't go to the right guru. But under 4 varsha training would have made you understand and appreciate the good dancing better.
Definitely.
So, yes. So you can't say it's a waste. Actually,
no, it is not at all a waste.
Yeah, it's an eye-opener.
Yes. And here the greatness of our master has to be brought in, Dhananjayan sir, because I came to meet sir thinking I've already know dance for 5 years. Look at my ignorance. And you know, master smilingly accepted me in. You know, what greatness he has had, you know, not even a word. Till I identified it myself, not even once did he utter that, you know, illa nee kattindadu tappa tappa kattindirukke, you know, it is not okay, idella seriyave illa, nee first lane thodanganum, idhu varaikku and page na master and akka tend kettade illa.
They are very gracious people, you know, they accept everyone's interest and contribution in Natya. Say they would have never liked to offend your teacher, whoever was there to us in Koilon. But when did your stint with acting start? Okay, dancing was like this. Acting and theatre, eppadi interest vandadu?
I guess acting and theatre, Tirumba, I would contribute it back to my days in Koilon, because I was studying in a school called Trinity Lyceum there. And I still remember the principal's name, Father Elias Lopez. I can never forget him in my life. Because every Friday, we used to have a period called L&D period. It was called Literary and Dramatics period. So every Friday, within the classroom, those 40 minutes, that class can put up a literary and dramatic show within the class. So no subjects will happen.
Done by students themselves?
By students. So there will be an L&D secretary for the month for that class, and that secretary has to curate what will be the shows for the 4 week, what will be the events for the 4 weeks of that month. And you could in that 40 minutes you could have speech, you could have dance, you could have singing, you could have drama, mimicry, whatever the children can do, and within the class premises, you know. So only those children.
Yeah, when do you practice all this? It's a combined.
So we practice it during lunchtime, the interval breaks, or come 10 minutes before to. So that kindled our interest. And I guess somewhere there is where I started, because I started doing a lot of mimicry there. I started doing a lot of mono acting, and we took the effort of getting, colored clothes to school, because we used to love it. Because on a Friday afternoon, you can sit in colored clothes, because the last period is going to be LND. So lunch kapra, you can show off, go change your uniform, come and sit down. அப்புறம் இந்த ஒற்ற தாடி மீசை இதெல்லாம் எடுத்துன்னு போவோம், ஸ்பிரிட் எடுத்துன்னு போவோம். ஸோ அதெல்லாம் வச்சு ஒட்டிக்க வேண்டியது. So I guess somewhere there the interest got kindled, and the journey of wanting to get into theatre, I wouldn't know if I had wanted to get into theatre, but the journey of acting literally started from there.
Okay, can you remember your first play which you wrote and you directed and acted, or did you just direct? The first
no. The first play that I wrote, directed, and acted was a play called The Window. And this was actually witnessed by Master and Akka also. I staged it at Allianz Francaise in Chennai, and that was something very interesting. We had it was more a journey between real and surreal, and very interesting one that went through.
Okay, and learning with Master and Akka, you have also performed in their group productions. What are the things that you learned by working in a group at BK?
Oh, you can't number it at all, because the learnings are unfathomable, and I can just pull out a few as it goes through. One very important thing that I learned from the group productions there is timing, sense of timing, timing in terms of being available for the rehearsals on time, because an entire group is coming together. Although Master or Chala productions, 30 people, 40 people, and the Korangu Varadu, Anil Varadu, so many of us were there, and orchestras coming in to sit down. So you are not thinking only about yourself, but you have to think about the entire group and how it functions. So timing is one thing that was very clearly established in my mind right from the beginning. And adhu one event enakku nyamam irukku where Ramanatakam பண்ணிட்டு and அன்னைக்கு வந்து I was living in Madipakam, and I had to cycle down to St. Thomas Mount 3 kilometers, then take a train to Saidapet, then rush to the Saidapet bus terminus from the railway station, take a bus to Adayar, get down at the Adayar telephone exchange and rush to class. And we know about Master. Even if it's 2 minutes late, he would have started.
Yes,
and அன்னைக்கு ஐ டோன்ட் நோ மாஸ்டர் என்ன மூட்ல இருந்தாருன்னு. நான் போறேன், அண்ட் நான் வந்து அதுல வந்து குரங்கு ரோல் மட்டும் தான் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தேன். I had to come in that scene where Sethu Bandhanam is there. You come and you do that. He threw me out of the production that day. He said later vanda vanda. Yeah, he threw me out. He said, and this was almost around we had done 20-25 days of practice already. And he said rehearsal டயத்துக்கு வர முடியாதுன்னா please leave. No remorse, no regrets, not even thinking okay parvala you'll feel sad. He just pushed. I felt very bad, but one great thing that happened through that was my parents never interfered in this. They never came into discussion like how today a lot of parents they come and sit down. They just left it to you to handle it. And rather that particular season I was not part of the production after that. Because I came late by 5 minutes. But that I thank Master today. I pranams to Master for this, teaching me it the proper way. None of my productions or none of my work today start 1 second later. Rather there was a particular occasion in Museum Theatre where one chief guest came late she was almost going to be late. She came running into Museum Theatre to her event, and she told in her speech, I know about Vijay. If I come late, Vijay would have started the event, and I would have to come and sit with the guest. And that is something that I owe to Master. This is one very major learning. Other things about group productions is, how we complement each other as actors and performers, how we complement and support each other and take ourselves through. Learning the entire production and not just your part.
Sure,
you know, trying and understanding the entire production, because he always keeps mentioning, sit and observe. It's not your portion, I know, but you sit and watch, because tomorrow if that person is not able to do, you should be able to get up and do. You know, don't come and tell me tomorrow that, you know, sir, I only learnt my portion, so I don't know that. You should be able to do. Observation is the best teacher in our lives.
Yes, exactly.
And that is something fabulous that Master taught us. Also, you know, trying to adjust to various performing spaces, because we all practice under the wonderful ambience of Bharata Kalanjali. You know, by the time I had come into Bharata Kalanjali, it had almost set itself quite well. So I was gifted to be in, you know, proper classrooms and well set up places. You know, the master had arrived, Bharata Kalanjali had arrived by then. So I was you were one of my teachers when I came in. Surya Narayana Murthy sir, and you were there, Anita.
I remember teaching you, Vijay. I remember very well teaching you,
So adjusting to performing spaces, because I remember another incident when we were performing Aikya Bharatam in Bangalore, Master Koda. This was at the Taj Hotel, if I remember. You know, Taj. We went in. It was pretty chill. And they had a Bangalore evening, I guess November, December evenings, late evening. It was in the outdoor, and we were actually not Aikya Bharata. I guess we were doing Kolakali that day. There were a lot of folk items. One of them was Kolakali by the male dancers.
It's Aikya Bharatam. The folk dance program is called Aikya Bharatam. One of the
Aikya Bharatam. Exactly. So Kolakali, we are, you know, just wearing that veshti, dhoti, bare body on top, feet bare, going out. It's cold, chill out there. And the worst part was, we all got up on stage and started moving. The nails started popping up.
Oh my!
Because they had only put up the stage. I guess aani adichu or naal katte vechu plywood போட்டு ஒரு பிளாட்ஃபார்ம் போட்டு அடிச்சிருக்காங்க. அதுவும் நம்ம அடிக்கிறது அந்த கோல்களிக்கு கால அப்படி தட்டும் போது ஆணி டங்குன்னு வெளியில வருது. But none of us stopped. It didn't go wrong. We knew that the stage was sinking in between. In some pockets, the stage was sinking. But such beautiful eye contact so quickly between the dancers, we just, you know, started dancing to where it was right on stage. And we knew that we should not keep it there. But all this thing was happening subconsciously without any practice, still keeping in mind that the Kolakali was going on and we can't make a mistake in, you know, the pattern. You can't mess up with the pattern, because if you mess up, you have to stop.
You can't undo it.
So what I'm trying to bring in here is, not everything is, a great teacher is somebody who need not teach everything theoretically on book and paper, and not everything needs to be mentioned. That is the greatness of Bharata Kalanjali, where you have learnt so many things just by being there. Definitely. You know, this was not taken as a class for us. It wasn't said, okay, when you go, you will have different kind of performing platforms, so you'll have to adjust. You'll have to notice. It wasn't told, but how did we all gain it? Not just Vijay.
The immediate chemistry between all the dancers.
Exactly. So that is the greatness of their teaching. You know, that some of them that I can bring forward when a group performances are being done.
Okay, Vijay, இப்போ உங்க ஆக்டிங்க்கு வரலாம். When did the idea of when did you start doing plays simultaneously as you were dancing?
No, not really. Because when I was dancing, I was very focused to become a dancer. That's how I came to Bharata Kalanjali. And rather like anybody's ambition, any dancer's ambition or a male dancer's ambition, to be the next BPD. You know, I have to be the next BPD. If at least not to the level of master, at least, you know, start a dance class, be a dance teacher, have a few students. Dhananjayan sir mari aga mudiyuma gardu theriyala. You know, that is, you know, a travel that has to happen, his greatness. But I have to be a good dance teacher, like master. So, அந்த ஒரு ஜேர்னி போயிட்டு இருக்கிறத ஒரு பர்டிகுலர் ஸ்டேஜ்ல வந்து, பிகாஸ் நான் உங்களுக்கு சொல்லியிருந்தேன், when I was in Kerala and Koilon, I also used to, you know, do a lot of mimicry and acting and this. And I also somehow in my schooling days had developed the interest of writing stories. Though I never published my stories, I didn't know what to do about them, but I used to write, pages and pages of stories because I used to read a lot. I have read a lot of Premchand. I have read, the Hardy Boys series, Perry Mason series, Arthur Conan Doyle. You name the authors, I would have read them. R.K. Narayan. My second passion in life is to read books. So I used to read a lot. I guess the authors influenced me a lot. And in my young days, even before coming to Chennai, when I was in Koilan, I used to write stories. I used to pen them down. So
but you never thought you were going to direct them or anything like that? Visualize them?
No. I never thought of that. But the transition I happened to guess when I wasn't part of this production, but I witnessed the production, Masters Ghanshyam.
Okay.
Yeah. So when Ghanshyam happened on stage, I was zapped because it was about a dance teacher who gets into drugs. And and how his life becomes miserable, and how the other couple go to help them. And this is the story of a common man now. Yeah. So I guess for the first time, I saw through Natyam that, there was a story of a common man being told apart from Ramayana and Mahabharata.
Apart from deities or myths.
A social drama started happening on stage. So Ghanshyam opened my mind. I said, wow. So if this can be done, this is such a powerful platform. And I always felt I had a lot to communicate to people that I see around. So the medium that I took was theater then. So that's when my thought into theater started traveling. And I also had a little bit of discussions with Master, telling him that, Master, I might not be dancing full time, but theater is where I guess my call is traveling to. Yes.
Now, but when you started your theater, did you hire freelance actors to act in your plays?
No, it didn't start that way. That is a different journey altogether. Okay. What had happened was, by the time I finished college, I had done a lot of dancing with Master. And I guess that was one of the peak time of Master also when I was there, when a lot of group shows were happening. So invariably, morning was dance class, evening was rehearsal, and so beautiful time that I had there. And by the time I had crossed college and I was trying to think, because that is when this thought process of whether you want to be a dancer or you want to be a theater person was all going on. But none of them were part of my family there, because nobody had established them as dancers or musicians or dramaticians, Though my family was very supportive. My parents were very, very supportive. And I guess today I stand tall, and whatever I do, I owe it to two big pillars. One pillar have been my parents, and one pillar is definitely Master and Akka. These two pillars are who have held me up there. So that was a time when a lot of frustration was going on, because by the time I finished college, I had realized that I did not want to be a dancer. That is I did not want to be a performing, full-time performing teacher or dancer. And I was looking at avenues, enna pannalam, eppadi pannalam. Pakumbodhu dhaan I got into, I started working in a college. You can't take money from your parents. Not that they said no, but you had a feeling, why do I contribute? I wanted to, because by then my father had also retired. So, though never did they come and tell me that we don't have money and we will not support you, but I felt within myself that let me start supporting myself. So I started going to work. So morning I used to go to work and evening to dance class. And as this was going on, slowly work caught up, because somebody is paying you, they are not going to let you go for practice every evening. So that started distancing me a bit. And then my journey into going and watching a few theater productions here, there. And somewhere that frustration of wanting to express myself was beginning to suffocate within me, because I wanted to express, but I knew that it is not through Bharatanatyam that I wanted to express, but I wanted to use the learnings from there. So just to escape from working and all these things, I went and did one part-time course in NIFT, fashion designing, because I wanted to buy time at home. I said I want to quit work because only if I quit work I can focus. And my mother was running a boutique, so in the pretext of telling that I will help you in the boutique, I will go learn some bit of fashion designing. Went there, but that again absorbed me so much that the colors and the designs and the fabrics and the motifs suddenly started connecting the entire universe of creativity to me. Yeah. Because dance la vandu Bharatanatyamla vandu nama eppadi vandu various aspects coming together when you choreograph and bring something out. I could start seeing that collaboration. Rather, when people asked me, "Ivlo varsho Bharatanatyam padichittu, you are not dancing nowadays. Have you given up?" That's all. I said, no. You don't have to be dancing actively, to be saying that you are a Bharatanatyam artist. What we have learned is that is a part of our life. We live it. The music, the talam, the rhythm is part of our life. So to cut the long story short, I did my designing. By the time I finished it, I got an opportunity to work with the Arvind Mafatlal group. I joined them, and then from there I went to Marks and Spencer's in UK. I was doing work with them. Then one fine morning in UK, I realized that this is not what I want to do. This was only an escape route for some time. Quit my job, came back, and then what to do? You need money to survive. Because I had designing career and an overseas trip being done with Marks and Spencer's, I started getting opportunities to design for ad films here, costume designing for ad films and films. So when I went to costume design for ad films, some of them knew that I was a dancer and I write stories, and because we conversed to them. So for a particular shoot, what happened was the model was not able to deliver. She wasn't able to perform, and they had to finish shoot. So the director called me because he knew me well. He called me, "Vijay, konjo, can you help us? Nee dancer dane. Can you get her to express a bit?" So I went, sat with her and spoke to her for 10 minutes, got her to do a few things. She came, she gave the shot. So that's when I started seeing this industry, that there are so many actors and models who want to make it big in the industry, but there was no proper performing arts school to teach them. So then the journey of alchemy started. We started the journey of alchemy.
When did you start? Which year? Alchemy?
2003.
Okay. And now, under alchemy, you're training so many aspiring students. When I say students, not young children, but also grown-ups who come to your academy to learn acting, and they have done very well in media too. Like I just read out the list of celebrities from there. Now, have you integrated in your place, you being a very good Bharatanatyam dancer, have you integrated dance into your theatre?
All my productions have been always a combination of music, dance, and speech into it. Ad moonum kalandudha, it is always there in varied forms. Like for example, one of my productions called Drishti. So this is again worth mentioning because we are talking about Master and Akka. When I was writing Drishti was a play that was inspired from the works of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. I read his book Wings of Fire, and the wings were on fire.
Yeah, and I've seen this one.
You've seen Drishti. So when I was actually writing the play, there was a big portion, a big dialogue which was there, which was talking of the different folk art forms that India has. Folk art forms and folk music. So the dialogue, when it was there, I was thinking it's going to be a little boring if I'm going to say so many things. It's like statistics. I guess we should have something like a representation of folk dancers being there on stage. So I brought a situation where it could be brought in. Now, how do I get it done? So the first call that comes to us is Bharata Kalanjali, because but master கூப்பிட்டு இது கேட்கணும்னா ஒரு பயம். ஐயோ மாஸ்டர் கூப்பிட்டு டிராமாக்கு எனக்கு ஒரு டான்ஸ் கோரியோகிராஃபி பண்ணி கொடுக்க முடியுமா? இது மாஸ்டர் கேட்கலாமா, கேட்க கூடாதா? இது வரைக்கும் அவர் எதுவுமே சொன்னதில்லை. இதெல்லாம் நம்மளா அசியூம் பண்ணிக்க கூடிய.
He is a very open person, ready for any kind of experiment.
Exactly. And when I was thinking of this, I guess Master was in Australia at that time. And I called up BK, and Ravi told me, sir is in Australia. If you want to talk to him, you write a mail to him. So I dropped a mail. And this was the first mail I was dropping to Master almost about 10, 12 years. Though appo paakrtha namaskaram master, avladane tavra, or active participation, but what really, what you call, made it great was 10th minute I got a reply from Master.
He's always very prompt in his replies. He replies to all the mails. It's unbelievable.
Oh my God, that was eppadi avar pandra theriyala. 10th minute the mail came telling, Vijay, nalla vishayam, you are doing a good thing. We are in Australia, we are into it. Please come and meet me on so and so date. We are back in India. And I go and meet him, and I narrate this whole story to him. He hears everything. He says, okay, pannidlam. நான் சொன்னேன், மாஸ்டர் நம்மளோட அந்த ஐக்கிய பாரதம் இருக்கே, அதுல இருந்து போர்ஷன் எடுத்து பண்ணிக்கலாம். We can do that. So he said yes. And then we were walking out of the classroom. So he turned and asked me, யாரு செலவு பண்றா இதுக்கு? Who's sponsoring it? So I said, nobody, sir. I might be funding it. So then I asked him, sir, how do I pay BK for this? Onnu vanda. You're doing a good job. We are there with you. In case you get sponsors and you, earn some profits, then you think of considering to pay BK. That is the greatness of the school, the greatness of this teacher, simplicity to the core, Rather, another occasion, I guess I'm due, this is just flowing out of my mind. Drishti vandu oru thadava we were staging it at Museum Theatre. This was, we had already launched it, and Master oda group vandu perform panni ella aachu. Or season 2 point irukku. So Master ta thirumba poi pesine. Appo Master sonnaru Satyajit ipo paathukara. So Satyajit, you talked to him. Then I spoke to Satya and Anu and got it coordinated, everything. And Master and Akkava invite pannirundhu to please come and watch it at Museum Theatre. So all that they had said is the dancers will get ready at BK, costuming and all, or van mattum arrange panni, you take them there. So I told them, okay, Master, that will be organized. Then I called up Master to say, Master, what time should I send a car to pick you up? How I will? No, I will come in that van itself. Van la thane kodandal vara. I said, ayyo vanda, I will send a car to pick you up. Then he insisted, no, Shanta akka and Master both. Adala onnu vanda. Van irukku. Why are you spending on this? So then I insisted. We organized a car. We drove him down. I said, it is my happiness to do it, Master. You please come in the car. The students will all come in the van, but you please come in the car. Then the show got over. He's getting into the car. The dancers are all getting into the van. A couple of parents are walking. With Drishti also had other small children from Alchemy performing. 2-3 children were walking with parents. So he's calling one of them and asking, anybody going to Adayar? The car empty adhan porudhu. You can join in with us.
That has been Master. Eppume appadida Master.
He is a Padma Bhushan awardee by then, and
Vijay, I should share this. When we used to travel for group productions outside Chennai, Master eppume third class la engaloda da varuva. Whereas he could have easily gone by flight or a first class, he would always travel with us. We would end up playing cards, having fun time. But Master would have simplicity, and even to Delhi, 2 days journey la kuda he has always traveled. Only when we grew little older, then we insisted on Master to fly.
Correct.
Or take a first class, because edukku kashtapadanu. Students would go separate. But adu varakkayum younger days he has always traveled with us.
Exactly. These are some great phenomenal learnings. I don't think so we could have learnt any other way.
So nice, Vijay. So nice. I'm so happy that you're here to share your thoughts on your Vijay Alchemy Theatre, and you're doing a lot of experimental work with the children and training them to be professional in their acting skills, and you're owning their skills. So may your beautiful work continue, and good wishes for it. And thank you so much for making time to come on live and share your memory. It's down memory lane to talk about BK. Okay.
Rather, I would like to thank you, because you've taken the effort to organize such a beautiful program, and the importance of this is it has to be done. I'm so thankful you're doing it. A lot of younger generation has to hear this,
Definitely.
hear how
idea,
a teaching learning pedagogy works, ஒரு குருவும் ஒரு சிஷ்யனும் எப்படி இருக்கணும், ஒரு குரு சிஷ்ய பரம்பரைங்கிறது என்னது, அது வந்து அந்த ஒரு கரிக்குலம் ஃப்ரேம்வொர்க்கோட லிமிட்டெட் இல்லை. இது வந்து this is a lifelong journey between the guru and the shishya that goes on, or rather taking it philosophically, like how master says, it is a journey of many lives.
Yes.
That the guru and the shishya travels. So I thank you so much, Akka.
This is exactly what I'm telling all the BK alumni. You need not do an item to do your Guru Vandana. You could speak about your experience, because each one's experience at BK will definitely be different. And they would have something to share to the younger generation, or it's like a connecting BK alumni. So it's so
Correct.
nice to hear the experiences of different people from BK. That was the idea with which it started. And I'm so thankful to you for joining me today. Okay.
My pleasure.
All the best
Thank
in
you.
all your future endeavors. I should say here, Kritika was part of your 1 degree second, and she loved her role, and she learned so much from you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Akka. Thank you so much.